Hello there, everyone. Hi, Michaelers. I hope everyone's doing fine and having a great day. It is January 19th, and in 3 days on Monday, they resume filming of the Michael biopic, which we are so looking forward to. We have Jafar Jackson, Jermaine's son. He's going to be playing Michael, but of course there's several Michaels. And they just picked little Michael. Cute little boy. Here he is. This is the guy, that little boy that's going to play young Michael. Here he is. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, he's going to be playing young Michael. And we have Jafar playing the other Michael, and I don't know if there's going to be a third Michael or not. But anyway, so that's good news. Okay, you guys saw that I went and I saw MJ the Musical out here in Los Angeles at the Pantages Theater, right? I went on Wednesday the 17th at the 7:30 show, right? The 7:30 show. I didn't know that Prince went sometimes, maybe the 16th, maybe the earlier show. I don't know. But Prince, here he is with Roman Banks, and he played Michael, did an excellent job. He's a little short though, but he did an excellent job. And this was posted one day ago on the 18th. And so it was posted on the 18th. So what time was it posted? Let's see. It doesn't give you a time. And I went on the 17th. I did not see Prince. Okay, when I went. Okay, so maybe he went on the 16th. He couldn't have gone on the 18th because this was posted over a day ago. So that would have been 24 hours, more than 24 hours ago. So there's the cast and the crew. And this guy played another Michael. And it was just so nice. And it was just such a fabulous show. I'm coming with an announcement. I went with my sisters, two of my sisters and my niece and my daughter. And I'm just going to tell you guys. Okay. So, here is my sister, my daughter, my niece, my sister. That's her mother. That's mother and daughter, those two. And that is me. And see, I have my Michael Jackson Thriller shirt. I've never seen anyone with that shirt before, but it's authentic because it has Michael's signature in the back. Okay. On the tag, it's not tagless where it's a part of it's printed on the actual cloth. It's not a physical tag. It's just printed on the cloth. So we went and we had a fabulous time there. So I don't know if Prince was there the day I was there or not, but I certainly didn't see him, but I also wasn't looking. I was there with my sisters and my family, and it was just so fun, and they loved the show. They were so excited. Standing ovation, packed house on a Wednesday night. Just fabulous. So you guys, if you get a chance, you gotta go see MJ the Musical. Me, Cecil, and my son went to New York and saw it in New York at the Neil Simon Theater. All right. So now I have to make another announcement. In March of 2020, so we're talking about nearly 4 years ago, I sued someone who calls themselves a fan. And I sued because it had just got outrageous. Just their vitriol towards me had gotten so out of hand and so crazy. And oh my God, my heart's beating just thinking about everything that I have been going through for 10 years. Okay. This person, I think, started around 6-7 years ago, somewhere in there. And I was working, and she sent a letter to my job, which had nothing to do with Michael Jackson whatsoever. And it was just like, what? Said that I was operating a business illegally and I wasn't paying my taxes and any other thing. I was responsible for a suicide of a 13-year-old girl, which is not true. And I think it's all just made up to justify them stalking me, and plus so many more things. So we had went through a series of hearings. I went through a series of amended complaints. And finally, we had a trial, a bench trial. A bench trial, I could have done a jury trial if I wanted to, but I figured a bench trial was good enough. So we did a bench trial. And in the bench trial means that just the judge makes the decision. So the judge had been hard on me the whole time. I am not a lawyer. So I represented myself, what we call improper, which means that I'm representing myself. Okay. And she represented herself. She defended herself, and she lives in another state. And so she would call in at each of the hearings, and there were probably, I don't know, between 10 and 20 hearings. And she would call in. And we would discuss the status of the case management, where we're at, blah, blah. The judge is like the conductor. And the judge makes sure that everything is done in a certain way. But the judge was really tough on me this entire time. I thought she didn't like me. And so we finally get to trial date. And I'm thinking, am I ready? Oh my God, because I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how to do this. You know, I'm learning how to do it as we go, right? And learning, picking up things by attending trials with Michael Jackson, because I've attended the 2005 trial as Credential Media, the Conrad Murray trial as Credential Media, and the other trials I carried did not need a media pass, like Catherine versus AEG live trial. I was there. Tommy versus Michael Jackson, the IRS, the MJ estate versus Michael Jackson. The MJ estate versus the IRS case, and Mark Schaffel versus Michael Jackson. I think those are the 6 trials that I've covered, and maybe another one. I don't know. I can't remember them all. But anyway, and so I picked up whatever I could pick up and learn whatever I could learn, and did some research and said, okay, I can't afford an attorney. And how much would it take for me to get an attorney to really watch the Alive docuseries? That's like pulling teeth, because in their mind, it's settled. Michael is dead. That's it. Conrad Murray, there was a trial. Conrad Murray went to jail, and that's the end of it. He is dead, right? And people just don't care enough to listen. So it is what it is. But anyway, and it would cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to, for a judge. And I sued for defamation. I sued for intentional interference in the performance of a contract. I sued for revenge porn, which I believe that, she did post it, but if it's not in her name, you can't say that it's her because it's in a fake name. I sued for, what else did I sue for? Civil blackmail. And I sued for several things, right? And so we had the trial. The judge was so tough on me, and I didn't have enough time to really present everything I wanted to present, and say everything I needed to say because I'm nervous. But I went to every hearing in person so I could get comfortable in there. And so a few days ago, on my way to the MJ musical, right? On my way to the MJ musical, I stopped at my mailbox where I get all my mail, because the judge said, on Friday they posted that it was mailed, so I figured by Wednesday I should have it. So yes, it was in my mailbox, right? And I won. I get I'm entitled to $71,000 in damages. 10,000 was for emotional distress, and another 10,000 was for other emotional distress. And she's not allowed to say that I don't have a business license, or I'm operating a business illegally, or taxes, and she can't anymore say that I'm responsible for the death of suicide of a 13-year-old girl who I don't know, who she never ever presented me in any chat room with this girl, or me emailing this girl, or me tweeting this girl, or I don't even know who the girl is. And what they used it's all made up, because the picture that they used to say that this camera fell and it was Bobby Anderson instead of Michael Jackson, and this girl killed herself. I mean, really. Okay. The picture I had saved for a year prior. So it was no way that that was true. Okay. But the judge, was fair. And I learned a lot with reading her decision and how defamation works and how it doesn't work and a lot of stuff like that. So I kind of went to law school. I kind of went to law school, but I was awarded $71,000 in damages. Okay. And isn't that weird? 71,000, 7 and 1. Michael Magic is everywhere, right? $71,000. So then I have to figure out, how do I collect it and all this other stuff. So this is, what I do is all for love. That's why I have these hearts on today. What I do in the Michael Jackson world is all for love. Okay, all for love. Because a lot of fans, they just did not, they were calling me for a year saying, can you check into this? Can you check into that? Can you check into that? And I considered that a recruitment for me to really check into the death of Michael Jackson. It took me a year, guys, a year for me to come out publicly and say, yeah, there is serious credibility to Michael Jackson faking his death. After I had 2 notebooks full of notes. And just like every new person that first hears about Michael faking his death, you're in denial. You just can't believe it. What about this? What about the kids? What about the Murray trial? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Well, in the nearly 15 years of investigating, 14 and a half years of investigating, 4 documentaries, over 700 death hoax videos, an Emoviebook that's over 115,000 words, a short film, and thousands of posts, guys, thousands of posts, and probably, I don't know, 100,000 pieces of evidence, okay, that I have saved. I am in no doubt that Michael Jackson faked his death. And no doubt whatsoever that Michael Jackson faked his death, because a lot of the clues are left by Michael himself or left by the family or associates, right? And all my investigation is based on facts, proof, evidence, and clues. Now, there's going to be one of the girl that I sued, one of her, Brad Jazz, but her name is more than that. Please stop. Please stop. Okay. Calling me a liar and a scam and all this other stuff. If you disagree, that doesn't mean I'm a liar. If you find something that's an alternative, doesn't mean I'm lying, because what I'm saying is still true, even if you disagree with it. So be careful, okay? Because calling somebody a scam it's a legal term. Okay, it's a legal term. Okay, scam. When I'm presenting facts, proof, evidence, and clues, I am a nice person. I'm a nice person. I'm a nice lady. I'm a nice lady. I really am. Okay, and I can say that at 60 years old. I'm a nice lady, and nothing that I've done has been malicious or cruel or any parts of a scam. I have tried to be as honest and as thorough as I possibly can. And if I make a mistake, which are rare, but if I make a mistake, I will come and I will tell you guys what the mistake is, and I will correct that mistake. Okay, if it's material. If it's a little mistake, I said it when I should have said and. That's not material. That doesn't matter. I'm not going to be correcting little things like that. I'm going to be correcting big things. Okay. So everything that I've done in these since 2005. Okay. So we're talking about almost 19 years, which is February 28th is when I first walked into that courtroom in 2005. So in 19 years, everything that I've done for Michael Jackson, for the fans, as a owner of Elbow Grease Production, as a media pundit, an independent documentary filmmaker, a filmmaker, author, everything that I've done, I have tried my best to be thorough, to be accurate, to be fair, to be truthful, to be honest, and to be forthright in every single solitary thing that I've done. And if I have missed the mark every now and then and you want to pull my coattail and say, what about this? What about that? That's fine. And it's okay to disagree with me. But be careful when you're saying that someone's lying when I can prove to you that I'm not lying. Okay? And if you call somebody a scam, that hurts my reputation as a journalist, as a business owner, as a person. You see? So please, don't do that. This lady, she said she was being stupid of the things that she did. She had to admit that she did a lot of wrong things, okay, in the court. But the bottom line is, I'm not perfect I'm not an attorney, but the bottom line is she had damaged me to the point where I had sued for $100,000. The judge gave me $71,000. That's how much she said. The exact wording of it is, plaintiff is entitled to damages of $71,000. Okay? So be careful out there what you guys type. She was in the comforts of her home. It was fun to her to try to destroy every aspect of my life, every aspect of my business, every aspect of who I am as a person. Okay? And it had just got outrageous to where I had got another job. And she said, oh, is she working again? I could make this a tradition, like she was going to contact my new job. I mean, and I don't know you. I don't know you. You just disagree with what I say about Michael Jackson. You disagree that Michael faked his death, which is fine. And we can go, back and forth with whatever the you disagree with, which is fine, which I've tried to address many, many times. And it has been hard. It has been hard. Now, with Bobby Anderson, okay, who I met as Peter Pan PYT, who called me January 15, 2012. If you don't agree that he's Michael Jackson, that is totally fine. You don't have to agree with me. And if you don't agree with me, then you don't agree with me. But it doesn't mean that my life needs to be destroyed because of that. Right? Now, later on, it came to be that, Bobby Anderson, right? Bobby Anderson, right? Now, the way that I have concluded, if you don't know the whole Peter Pan PYT story, Peter Madani story, Bobby Anderson story, it is in Alive 3 and Alive 4. That way you can see why I believe what I believe. I believe Bobby Anderson is nothing but a front for Michael Jackson. Because that's the only way everything makes sense. Unless Bobby Anderson is some secret guy that's telling John Bronco what to do, telling LaToya what to do, telling his kids what to do, right? Telling, everybody else in the family what to do, and, telling them, knowing that Neverland's going for sale before it even hits the MLS. Okay. Knowing about what Chris Tucker's going to talk about with the hot chocolate before anyone else, right? And that Jermaine's going to be a part in the thing, and Jermaine wink, right? Okay, so please watch Alive 3 and Alive 4. And I have been saying that Bobby Anderson could be a real person since 2016 in Alive 3. Okay, Vimeo.com. Let's do Alive 3. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Okay, so let's see. Alive 3. Here it is. Let's see if I should have pulled this up. But I have said in Alive 3 that Bobby Anderson could be a real person. And I released that November 2016. So we're talking about 6 years. I've been saying Peter Michael Bobby, Peter Michael Bobby. Okay. So if you don't like what I report, get on. You don't have to destroy my life. Go do something else with your life. Okay. So anyway, here's the videos, and let's see the main video. Let's see if I can find that part real quick in 2016. All right. Let's see. Let's watch the video. Let's see if I can scan it. Let's see. Keep hugs alive, the whole thing. Oh, it's just so much fun. Okay, so here we are in 2016. Okay, I'm just going to play a little portion of it. Okay, just a little portion of it. That's the word confused. Plus, he didn't know Bobby Anderson personally because he said he had to ask his grandmother if they had a family member named Bobby Anderson. Shortly after that, I received an email from Michael Jackson at michaeljackson. There was even a video. Okay. So, it seems like, when I don't know why it hourglasses like that. I have no idea why it does that. But anyway, here it is right here. This is from 2013. We're talking about 10 years. This is in my documentary. Okay, Bobby Anderson video resume of this so-called Bobby Anderson. See? Okay, so, I've been talking about Bobby Anderson this whole time, and they act like I'm just pulling the wool over fans' eyes and I'm just fooling them and all this other stuff. And I have said many times that, oh yeah, and then their birthdays, from their birthdays is 7 months, 7 weeks, and 7 days between Bobby Anderson's birthday and Michael's birthday. I mean, it's just incredible. So please watch a live 3 and a live 4. I just wanted to show you guys one little part. I'm looking for it. It's a special part. Okay, here we go. I'm saying that, you know, I'm telling them I'm doing a part about who's all these Michael Jacksons, right? That he is Dave, Michael Jackson in disguise on Larry King Live. Okay. So also with Bobby Anderson, who could very well be a real person as well. Did you hear that? Michael uses Bobby Anderson as some type of front. Then there's front back 777. All right, so this is published in my documentary that Bobby Anderson could be a real person. Michael's using him as a front, okay, as a decoy. Okay, this is what I believe. Okay, if you don't believe it, that's fine, that's okay. But I've said it many times. I've called him Peter, Michael, Bobby this whole time. And that's the only way it makes sense when you consider everything that's happened. I've been on the phone with him 1,300 hours, not everybody else. And I don't want to call it a 1,300-hour interview because he was my friend. And we talked. But I listened. And I wanted to know, was he full of it or not? The whole Peter Pan, PYT, Bobby Anderson thing didn't start with me. I'm a reporter reporting on it. That's it. That's all I am, is a reporter reporting on it. It started before I even got involved. You know, I think Bobby Anderson is supposed to have been around since 1999 or early 2000. I didn't get involved into the MJ fan community until 2005. Okay, so, and I've been a fan of Michael since 1969. Okay, and so watched him on the Ed Sullivan Show, and oh boy, was I in love ever since. Okay, so you know, and then there was Front Back 777 and Jack Crooner and all those people. And they're not, these haters aren't going after them. They're not going after them. They just were going after me, you know, and I don't, you know, so anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that the lawsuit is over and I have been rewarded $71,000. Now to collect is a whole nother thing, right? That's a whole nother issue. But anyway, so just everyone, not just in the Michael community, just be careful what you do to people online. You know, you can call people stupid or dumb. You can even call them names because you can have an opinion. You know, you can have an opinion. You can have freedom of speech. But if you say that somebody came and they robbed your house on Tuesday and that didn't happen, then that's defamation. Okay, so you got to be careful not to spread lies or call people legal terms like a scam. I wonder what a scam means. Okay, then I got to go. You guys know I got to go. Let me look up the definition, legal definition to scam. Legal definition to word scam. Let's see what that means. To the word scam. Let's see. To use deceit, falsehoods, or trickery to obtain money, an object, rights, or anything of value belonging to another. Intrinsic fraud. Acts which keep a person from obtaining information about his or her rights to enforce a contract or getting evidence to defend against a lawsuit. So the word scam, I don't use deceit. I don't use falsehood. I do not use trickery. And I'm telling you the truth. I put it together in a documentary. You can buy the documentary if you choose to. If not, I got 700 free videos for you to watch, right? With pretty much the same information. Maybe keep a couple little things for the documentary just so that you real believers have something fun. Okay? And it says an object, rights, or anything of value belonging to another. I'm not scamming anyone. You buy a documentary, you get a documentary. You buy shea butter, you get shea butter. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that at least one portion is over, but I got something else that I'm working on too. All right. And so anyway, I want everybody to have a great day. What I do is all for love. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, I got to go. I'm going to a farmer's market tonight, and we got to go.